Gemini, how you doing, guys? So we're here to do your first until the 15th of December. How you doing, Gemini? So there was a load of cards that were flying out during the pre-shuffle. I have gone back to shuffling them, but all these came out. So I'm just going to stick with these cards. I don't like to put them away. You know me, I always like to take flying cards because they're the most important, prominent messages that come out through Spirit also. Okay, so we're going to go on with the first card. So the first card that you had is Contemplation. This is 4, okay? So how it happens normally with manifesting things is before 5 is where you're about to receive something, so don't scare it off, and then 6 is where you receive a reward, and that's why it's a gift. So 4 is part of the Magician. It's still 1, but it's still 4 elements. So someone's trying to control the elements and trying to gain control and carry it back of their own mind by rest. So there's rest and recuperation of 4 of where you're trying to use the Magician energy in your favour, okay? But there is also someone that wants to settle down with you and wants to snuggle up that will support you too, that will support your hour of need. This can be someone that's a stayover or a sleepover. So it might be someone that you're staying with or sleeping with, or just generally kind of like a house. This would be a house and a home that you've got, you know, what 4 is normally 4 of wands, but this is 4 of blades. So it's contemplation of the home, of where it is at home, things that might happen, things that make you go around the home. So it would be contemplation of how things are going to work out at home. If there are struggles at home, this would be you thinking about, well, how am I going to compromise? There's some kind of compromisation skill also that what I'm picking up of using your skills at home, techniques at home. I'm picking up a technique, but I'm also picking up I'm picking up a manipulative energy through the cards that have also come out, but an error. There's someone that tries to correct an error, but there's a sleepover as well. So we'll go on the rest of your cards, Gemini. But there's a charmer here, charm. I'm also picking up box charm or charm, but someone might be going out to buy a charm bracelet. I also picked that up through a Cancerian reading, but that would be traveling literally, but I'm picking up a charmer. So someone's trying to grab your attention as well. You know, this is a busker and someone that's trying to earn money, but this can be someone that needs your attention. Now, if you are going through periods of control, this was someone that's trying to grab your attention when you're trying to focus. This is forward focus. Some of you might be interested in a car that might be a Ford Focus, but I think that's from Britain. But focus, it's crying your attention. A lot of it. I'm sorry, I just said crying for attention. I don't see that in a bad way at the moment, but there might be someone around you that cries for your attention, that needs your attention when you're trying to focus. If you're trying to focus on something, it still would be the Magician energy of 4. When you're trying to do that, this is someone that tries to grab your attention. It's kind of like a wandering energy, okay? But this is also a loving message that someone's like a charming their way into something. So someone's charming their way into your life. If it is bad, if it's good, this person's coming into your life very quickly, okay? It's also a Knight of Cups going to give you a message about rest, about probably going to somewhere. It's because 4 would be like they're moving in, so they're probably moving their stuff in, or it might be a child that's left or coming in, but left out. There's someone that feels left out of a connection, also like left out from something. I feel like leftover change is also what I'm hearing here, like leftovers. I don't know why I'm hearing that. The leftovers. Okay, but sometimes if I just say things psychically, that's because I am. So the 9 of Wands. So this is a lot about courage and strength, and needing to stand on one's own 2 feet. Okay, and pass and parcel, but also part and parcel. This comes part and parcel with it. So it's kind of like live with it. So it's don't live with it, don't live without it, don't live in regret. Carry on forward. Okay, with strength and courage in order to continue to manifest. So all the actions are kind of there, but there's an action that someone tries to point things out of mistake. So if there is someone energy that's very confusing around you, because this is a gaslighting card, also it's a Leo energy too, okay, but it might not be. This can be a very, some people say needy energy, all that kind of stuff. It's still there, okay, for a lot of you. But there's someone that does need attention, but there's also an attention for focus. So someone, oh, okay, so we're going to go on with the rest of the reading. Okay, Gemini, do you want me to be straight with you, because there's a lot of it here, okay? So 5 of Blades, because a lot of people have said, can you just be honest and just say what you're going to say, right? So there's saying. Someone tries to say something a lot, okay? And it's a needy energy that someone uses their mind to manipulate situations in their life because they're also like afraid to do things on their own, maybe, okay? It doesn't mean you, it can just mean someone around you. 5 is also an appearance of things that happen at work, that happen around your family and your home, okay? So there's errors of mistake if someone tries to correct an error, but there's a lot of manipulation. Some of you are going through strong periods of control. This is mind games, manipulation, 5 of Swords. This is 9 of Swords, control, manipulation, gaslighting, unsure, unworthy, okay? Because there's definitely that energy there, Gemini. I have to give out the cards that are here, okay? This is a difference of opinion. This would be someone that tries to use their Skills is someone that's very skilled, because it would be part of seprophilia, of using one's mind. Okay, so their skills at work to move forward regardless, away from an energy too. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I get cross-watched. This is also energy of those two. So there's going to be difference of opinion, and people that don't like it and people that will agree and disagree. You can never always agree with everybody, and not everybody's going to agree with what you say or do. Okay, this can be an energy that wants to know business of what you're doing and where you're going and what you're saying. Okay, so it can be like an agreeing energy of like, well, I agree what you're going to do and what you're going to say, but I need to know what you're doing and what you're saying and what time and where and what. So you have a disagreeing energy of a difference of opinion. Someone could be very opinionated, okay, and they point out mistakes to you that you need them. Okay, they need you for this, they need you for that, and then when they cry for the attention and you give them what they want, they can find out all of that information. They gather their information, then they have an opinion about what you're doing and what you're saying and how you walk. Also here, this is like walking. Someone might like walking and exercise, okay, and they like to walk and exercise, and they probably like to gasp the air and stuff like that, okay, but this can be someone that wants to know, like, when you go outside, what you're doing and whereabouts you're going. And then it's kind of like a visit over, come and stay over, and then it's kind of like, oh, have you heard this and have you heard that, and tell you or them all about each other's business, okay. And then when everybody's all up in someone's business, there's someone that uses that information here to use it for narcissism and control. Okay, so it's a difference of opinion. Someone could be very opinionated about what you do for a living, where you go, what you do, how you walk, all that kind of thing, and talk. I also heard walk, talk, talking. Someone talks or wants to talk, or they do talk a lot, and this is a person that would be very stern in what they're saying. This can be someone where you tell them something and they don't want to listen, they don't want to know, they just want to direct you in the manner that they want to go. Okay, so then it's like, form my condition and my belief, and if you don't like what I believe, then I'll get into an argument with you and I'll say that it's you. Okay, control. You will probably think that you could be controlling too. When you're in that literal game of halves of difference of opinion, when you fight against them and you tell them, no, this was you, they won't like it. They don't, they argue with you, and then they come back for another round. Okay, this is another round, another go over, and also a stay over. Okay, so as I'm saying, 4 here uses it to manipulate the energy. 5 here, manipulation, mind games, manipulation, control. Is controlling. Someone's controlling what they want to do and how they want you to do it. Very needy energy. Trust me, I'm going through it myself, not with my love partner. Okay, so then you come up against another one here, which is 2, which is 5 and 2, which is 7. This is someone that you do not trust. Can be a family member, okay, but someone that you don't trust, because there's a distrust. So if you're with your partner and it's loving and you're with your partner, this can be something that you're going through or they're going through at the same time. It's still cycles of stuff that happen for a magician, where you form independence, you're in the rabbit hole, and you find yourself alone, spiritually alone. We can feel alone, we can feel separated from distress and from worry and stuff like that, when it requires focus for you to focus on one. You can never focus. I will do a video for this, Gemini, but when you're learning to use the magician more within your favor, okay, 4 here requires attention of 1. That's why it's still parts of the magician. When you're focused on 1, if you get dribs and drabs of something but not a lot of something, and you get just a small piece of this and a small piece of that, that's where someone tries to dish out their karma. Okay, please make sure that you also check out the psychic capacity and how we do that kind of stuff. But there's another stage. You see, when you focus on many different things that you want and that you need, that's why you only get very small dribs and drabs of small amounts of this, because someone tries to distract your manifesting program here through a difference of opinion. So it causes you to think about them, you, this, am I doing this right, am I not doing that right? In order to get what you want, it's there, okay, and it's out here, but someone tries to draw your focus away from what you should do or shouldn't do yourself, which is learn to use the magician, and they manipulate you, Gemini. There's a manipulative energy around of distrust. 5 and 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is 3. Again, it's just straight up, you know, trust me, I'm going for it myself. It's someone that is very manipulative. It's because they don't like what you do and what you say. They probably come across that they do, okay, and they probably just want to ask you certain things, but then when you tell them, they change their mind very quickly. Okay, they change their mind very fast. All of a sudden they're one way, and the next minute they're not, and then they're telling you that you shouldn't do, and there's Can to can't. This person could always think about things that they can't do or that they can't have, you know. But there is someone that, it can also be parts of you, but it can be someone that causes that. There's a cause and effect, definitely. Causing effect on your life. It's causing an effect with possibly a relationship where you're all involved now, okay? But this is family, you see. To me here, these are people, family members that fight in the background, and someone's trying to not notice that there's a final notice. It's kind of like, this is my final notice. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not speaking to you anymore. Well, why don't you want to speak to me? I love you. I want to know. It's kind of like, what do you want to know? Every time I've told you something, or I've told you in the past, you've used it against me. Okay? Trust me, I'll go through this myself. And then this other person here then tells somebody else that it's you or it's them. Okay? And then it comes back that later on in life, when this person wants to reconcile again, they end up saying to this person here, well, I thought that you'd... And then everybody gets involved. Well, why are you changing your mind? All of a sudden, you didn't want me to know, then you do want me to know. Control. Narcissism. You get very confused and you don't know who's who. Okay? Who's who? Trust me. There is a bidding, but a busybody that is in your life that wants to know everything. Okay? Everything. Sorry, Gemini, but when I get involved in these, you know that I've got Gemini. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not going to go down that path of everybody, but I have to kind of read these cards, and it gets very distracting. Okay, so you've got Scorpio energy here too. Okay, Scorpio energy. So this is someone that's trying to stand in the way of communication. Okay, Death card is about very strong foundation of life of still communication. Okay, but this is the Hierophant, also Taurus, but it would still mean 5 here. Taurus energy that stands in front of the Rider-Waite deck is 5, okay? And it stands in the way of your communication and what you want to do for your home, for yourself, for your life, and what you want to do for you. And there's someone that tries to transform, and there's someone that tries to change, but there's someone that never changes, because what they do is they change their mind. Left, right, centre, forward, backwards, and it confuses someone here too, okay? Confuses... There's a fusing energy of disagreement of like, well, is it starting? Is it over? Well, I've said it before. I've said it again. I'll say it again. Someone that is, I can hear it, is very opinionated. Very opinionated. And it might not mean that anybody's manipulating. Oh, God, trust me, I am suffering through a narcissist. But, you know, it confuses you because you literally do and can accept that it's you. And it's really not. It's... Oh, God. Okay, trust me, if you've been going through that, guys, you trust me, it is awful. It really is awful. It really, really is bad. There's no way out of it. I mean, there is, but if that's family, if it is family and things like that, you have decisions to make. That person, if they are very, very manipulative and controlling, and you are going through that, they will be that way forever, because a narcissist uses their information. A narcissist is information of everything that they gather and they seek, and then they can be very opinionated for your life. If someone's very opinionated with things that you should and shouldn't do, they're trying to control what you think, because they're opinionated. They have an opinion on your life. If they have an opinion of your life and they try to force to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, you're going through periods of control. There is definite mind games and manipulation of narcissism for sure. Okay, and it would be no good, because a lot of people say to me, why don't you tell the truth in the cards? And I can tell that there's something that you've got to say. But then you get cross-watchers that cross-watch it, that say it's the Gemini, or the Gemini say it's the other people. They watch it, they dislike, and they argue against everybody else over a channel. You can never... be in agreement with everybody. You just have to give out the messages that are here, and these are here, and you're going to have people that are going to be very disagreeing with that Gemini, and I can never tell who's who, you know, who's who. Sorry. Because it's manipulation, you know. I'm sorry, Gemini, but it is. Tell me more about Gemini from the 1st until the 15th of December. 1st to the 15th of December. Please continue on this reading. 1st until the 15th of December. You see, this 2 here keeps someone very, 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 very confused and under demand, because it's kind of like, I'm demanding to know. And this person is like, I don't want to talk and I don't want to say. And this person's like, no, I demand, I want your attention to talk to me. Okay, and then it's kind of like, I don't want to talk, I don't want to tell you about this. There's someone that doesn't want to notice something, and there's someone that it's kind of like they do want your attention here, and they want your attention, but then they don't want your attention. And then when they've got your attention, they don't want it. And it's kind of like, well, what do you want? Do you want it or don't you want it? And because of all that energy going around, there is someone in this energy that's very controlling. Okay? Because 5 here to me is not always relationship partnership. 5 is always about the home life and the things. The 5 of coins is the home, the work life, the things that you do for yourself. Okay? And it's all of that, because it still means the Hierophant. Okay? So it would mean parents, you know, parents and traditional values and things that you've grown up with, and the things that you've seen, and the things that you believe. And the things that you believe in, some people here believe in the negative way, because there's positive, negative. Okay, it could be a Libra energy for some people here. Okay, it could be an air sign also with a Libra, 2 lots of air possible, but anybody. But either way around it is, there's a difference of opinion of not on the same wavelength, because someone does not like being directed of things that they should and shouldn't do. They like independence, not codependence. This is someone that can be very codependent on you, or you them. Either there's an attachment of strong control, which a lot of it is to do with around family. Okay, but if you're not in a disagreement, an argument with those, that you're relying, or they're relying on you to do things. These people are trying to get this person's attention to say, look, I need you to do something. I need you to do something for me. I need you to go here. I need you to do there. I need you to go here, and I need you to go there. And this person is trying their best to have courage and strength to find the will. But there's also someone that's losing the will here as well. There's it might even be over money and stuff like that, you know, because this is also like a will as well, because it can be someone that's been lost, like a deceased loved one. It might not mean that it's coming up. It just means that it's still in someone's energy of loss, losing everything. Yeah, because it's a death card, so it's like I'm losing and I'm losing and I'm losing and I'm losing, and I'm just constantly losing. And there can be someone that is just, it can be a family member that's always concentrated on loss than gain, and it makes you concentrate on everything to lose, and they get you to concentrate on all of the loss, and then you get into a disagreement of like, well, I'm not losing, I'm winning here, and it's like, no, you're losing, and it's like, oh, it's just a confusing battle of nonsense. It's kind of like, one minute I thought I was winning, and then the next minute I thought I was losing. And it's like, well, no one's winning and no one's losing, and it's because it's narcissism. You know, to know that is when you're very okay with people leading their own life, and when you're okay with whatever someone does, you're just okay with the mistakes that they make and stuff that they generally want to do for themselves. If you're kind of generally on that aspect, and you're like, well, I'm okay with what people do. It's like, I don't have an opinion either way. You can just, you know, I can be as diplomatic as you like, but I don't have an opinion against your life. If you're kind of on that foot, that's a good foot, and standing, have to know where your own mind is. If there's someone that's very opinionated of things that you shouldn't do, and they point out mistakes and stuff like that, then that would be periods of someone trying to control you, you see. If they get you to, oh God, I know it, tries to get you to run errands and walk dogs and stuff like that, and because this is all to do with walking, right? To walk dogs and to carry stuff. It's like to carry their responsibility and to carry their karma. Someone's trying to get you to carry their responsibility, to do it all for them. There's someone that tries to get you to do everything for them, okay, which is also their way, their belief, and I need you to do everything my way. And if it's not my way, we get into an argument, we get into a discussion. You don't trust me, I don't trust you. I want to know why you don't trust me. I don't know why you don't. There's like a lot of why. You know, if you are going through this, my heart bleeds for you. It really does. But I generally have empathy for people, but I do not. Me personally, I can't stand being controlled. I don't. I like independence, and I like to, you know, you have your karma, and if people don't like you to lead your life the way you want to do it, you have a disagreement with someone because they can't lead their own. So you've got the Three of Cups, so it's all coming kind of like good again, Gemini-ish. Ish. A lot of this is to do with also possible another Gemini in the mix. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Now the love life could well be going very good if your love life's going good, because you've got two aspects here. You've got the King of Wands, which could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That could be them that's on their way to you here because they love you very much so, okay? This is also the blind leading the blind to do with a family situation that is also going on. This person here is very loyal and independent. Okay, it can mean Leo to me. I always said that King of Wands is Leo to me. Okay, loyal, independence, and it's a bit like also because of the cards combination is a lot to do with the blind leading the blind, where a lot of you it's a big struggle with this here. Now, if you are saying that your partner's with another partner, they're with another partner. But this, to me, is someone that talks a lot. They want to know everything as well, which can be a spoke in the wheel, which can be a friend, a family member, or anybody. It's a person that chats and talks to other people as well, okay? And because of these coupling energies here, you have got someone that talks a lot and that they want to tell people all of the news. This is the news. 3, okay? It can be used against people by spreading gossip as well. Okay, it can be gossip, but this might be someone that you're talking to your partner with here, because there's a loving partner here, here, right here, and you might be telling them, which is nothing bad, but it would be you talking to your partner about this situation that's happening. For some of you, it's just different people and it's difference of opinion that you or your partner's going through, and you would be talking to your partner about this other person. Right, trust me, I've lost my mind too in it all because I know everybody's situation. 2 on the clock. Okay, this is where you're telling people about everything, and then gossip spreads, news spreads, and then there's a disbelief in the air. People get distrust, they don't know, and then they don't, well, who trusts who and who trusts what, and I don't know where to trust anything, because people are spreading gossip and news about other people. They're talking a lot. This person here that causes conflict of design, they design their own belief and they talk to other people about everything, okay? They have a difference of opinion. And this can be where you're getting on very well with your love interest and your love partner, but this person here can be a family member or anybody that intervenes with that by spreading gossip and news, okay? Either in a good way or a bad way. But either way it is, it's not in great standing also around certain people, but it's all coming good. Some of this is where it is transforming. This here is that someone's like, well, I don't care whatsoever. I am gonna transform myself and I'm gonna work on myself and I'm gonna have an old belief. Okay, someone's forcing themselves to believe in the old way, because it can be an old person here, okay? But it can be someone also in the energy that's like, well, I'm going to transform. I'm going to use this to learn stuff. Here, 3 is where you're learning something, where you teach and learn through 3s. 4, rest. Okay, I don't want to go over that one because I'll make a separate video. But here, this is a difference of a conflict between moon sign and sun sign as well. Okay, or but there is also a very compatible energy that's here too. Would be a fire sign, Leo possibly with Gemini as well. Okay, but if your partner is another Leo or Gemini and this is all to do with them, but I think that there's a I want you, I don't want you, I want you, I don't want you kind of feel here at the beginning, right? But there's also where it's being confused by also family, where the family member is also talking to partner about them. You know, these are secrets here, and the secrets that are held through this death card, it's still like the moon, okay? The secrets are being spread around where You're probably talking to your partner about what's going on externally here. Your mother or someone is also talking to their partner about you, of how they're arguing with you and you're arguing with them. You, as a parent, are probably in love with someone here that runs errands and stuff like that, or does that, or will do literally anything for you, and then will do anything for you, and you will do anything for them because you love them, okay? Or they love you, or you both love each other, okay? But then there is also, which would be the child or someone as well that's in a difference of opinion that is also here, that this person is also talking about with their partner, but is also talking about their parent, and their parent is also then talking about that with their partner. Wow, Gemini, you know, even I'm confused. Right? Do you get that? Hopefully I would kind of try to break that down. So, let's see. So, you're with your partner. If you're with your partner and it's in real good standing, okay, you're in very good, loving relationship here. 3 of Cups, reconciliation. It all goes well. These are dates and plans that are all set up where your partner will help you, okay, here. You've got Gemini energy here, and you've got Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, but generally Leo. You've got 2 lots of Leo also, okay? This person here is trying to have the courage and the strength to get through this here of an external thing that they've got to go through too, that they're having a fight with as well, okay? And they've got to go through this here, which is them running from a situation, 7, out of it, which is out of conflict here, which is to transform the relationship and lead it into, not us into temptation, okay? So 3, you start to reconcile. It's there. There's love. It's there, okay? And then you start to go forward with passion and creation because they love you very much, okay? And they will do anything for you. They will be very loyal. This is why there's a dog here, and then it relates to also Virgo energy of loyalty and also Leo. Loyalty, okay? Loyal. There's someone that's very loyal that will do stuff for you here, okay? So this can be you, okay? If not, it's your partner that will do it for you. But like we said, the progression of that is a lot to do with, there's a disagreement around families and people where your family member is also possibly talking to the partner here, okay, about the child. And the child is also possibly still talking to their partner about the parents. There's a parent-child co-parenting thing also going on if you're not with your partner or parents or something, but there's a lot of talking because I can hear it. Trust me, when you are psychic and you get very confused and you're a medium, when you hear a lot of static, you're hearing a lot of voices and a lot of static. And it's very difficult to get your bearings to, like, is it me, is it them, is it astrology, is it... And if you've got a lot of people that talk and chatter around you, you pick up psychically on their thoughts and their feelings, and you have this game of what we went through with the video that is also going to come up to do with the psychic stuff. Okay? There's a difference of opinion of how people talk and want to know. Someone that wants to know everything about somebody, and they don't like it. You know, they don't like it. It doesn't mean that if someone sees someone as mean, they might be very loving, and they might be they're just very opinionated, you know, very opinionated. And people don't like, you know, you're going to have difference of opinions of people if people have opinions about people's life, because you will, because people want their own mind to be able to do what they want to do for independence. And if someone's very demanding, it causes people get scared. They get worried. You know, start to freak out of like, well, can I actually walk past this person here that shouts or demands to know, Leo energy as well. It's kind of like, how do I get through this person here? How do I do that? Because they want to know stuff and I don't want to tell them. So that energy is here too. It could be also Leo. That I don't want to be able to go through all this, but it's still parts of conditioning of karma. It's personal growth and appearance. It helps in the end, but if you're going through periods of narcissism, you gotta, you know, but, you know, to get through that energy, this person's also having strength and courage to be able to face it, you know, to face it, because they're going to face it, because this here is like, well, I don't want to face it, and I don't want to see these lot arguing. I don't want to hear it, or I don't want to tell you, I don't want to know. So there's distrust that someone is having strength to go through all this, to say, well, I'll go through it with you. I'll go through it with you. A loving interest. I'll go through that family matter with you. I'll go over it with you. Here. And it all starts to turn out good. So you've got difference of opinion of people of moon sign, Okay. All right, guys, I'm sorry it's very confusing, but I think I've pretty much got to the point. Right? But what we're going to do is we're going to go on with the rest of the cards here, and then I'm going to clarify everything just to give you more clarification of the second layer of what the turn-up is going to be. Separate the energies. Tarot is all about separating energy. It will be different things that go on in your life that causes personal growth, okay? And when you achieve personal growth, you realize that the most dominant thought in your mind is focus of one. 4 is still the magician. When you've got focus on one, you will manifest one thing into your life quickly. But if your process is scattered between 4 different things, you need to focus on one to bring that one thing to you very quickly to be able to be grateful for the one thing. Because when they come through in small bits, you can start to lose interest, and you can start to, I'm not saying that it's there, but that's part of the video that I'm going to do for people, Gemini. So if you are interested, please make sure you hit the bell, like, and subscription, and then I will do another video for people. Also, there's meditating stuff that's still in a playlist now, and if you're interested in the meditation playlist and things that I've got coming out music-wise, you can follow Everything Music. Okay, it should be in the hashtag blue bit, or it will be in the description box with stuff that I've got coming up. There's meditation things and stuff still too. Okay, but we're going to clarify everything on the second layer with a different deck to come up with what this is generally about. If you want a general reading for yourself or a specific focus on one direction of you, you can reach out for a personal reading below, as well as everything that's also in the description. Okay, guys, so you can find this over on Vimeo and Patron. Vimeo will be in the bi-weekly folder if you just want to watch the rest of this. If not, and you join Patron, you get access to 4 lots of readings throughout the months, hopefully, because we've got Christmas coming up, but there should definitely be 4 readings that come up that is a cost-effective way, so you can watch Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and then your partners as well. You get a lot more bang for your buck, pretty much. If not, you just want to watch that, it will be in Vimeo folder below. If not, I really appreciate you just watching and all your kind words and support. Also, moderators, I really do appreciate your time, and everybody that has gone to other channels. Mama Jamma, thank you so much for going to other channels to tell people about this channel. I do appreciate that, I really do. Thank you all so much, and I will hopefully catch you again very soon. All right, guys, I'll see you on the other side.